We'll discuss 5 main points. We will consider statistics in general and descriptive statistics in particular. We will divide all data types into categorical and numeric data and see how to present such data visually. The final part of the lecture is devoted to the numeric presentation of the data. We will start with some definitions. A better understanding will come later. Statistics is something about populations and samples. A population is a collection of items, such as people. Each item is characterized by a number, such as height, or by a label, such as green. A subset of a population is a sample. If properly taken, a sample represents the population as a whole. The process of selecting the sample is called sampling. There are 5 main sampling techniques, 4 random and 1 non-random. The last one is not recommended. In a simple random method, we select an item using a random number generator. In a systematic random method, we take every kth item from the list of the entire population. In stratified and cluster methods, we first divide the population into groups. After that, we have at least 2 possibilities. If we take a union of several entire groups as a sample, it is a cluster sampling. If we take one or several items from each group, it is a stratified sampling. Consider examples. The population is a set of 30 companies, IBM, Microsoft, and so on. We need a sample of 6 companies. Numerate the companies, for example, by alphabet, and select 6 random numbers from 1 to 30. It is a simple random method. An example of a systematic sampling is as follows. There is a list of alumni of a university. You need to raise money for a new building. You randomly select a name. Use this name as a start of a new list and call persons numbered 1, 101, 201, 301. This is a sample. Example of stratified random sampling. The population is radio listeners. First, they are divided into 3 groups, 20 to 30 years old, 30 to 40 years old, and 40 to 50 years old. The random sample is taken from each of these 3 groups. The union of these 3 samples is the final sample. Example of cluster random sampling. You have 1,000 bundles of 50 rods of various sizes. Generate 2 random numbers from 1 to 1,000 each. Take 2 corresponding bundles. The union of these 2 bundles is a final sample of 100 rods. Example of non-random sampling. To raise money for the new building for students, you select the first 100 alumni listed on a networking site of the university. Now you can solve your homework problems. For example, 16 students are randomly selected from each grade level of a high school. It is a stratified method. If the high school has 4 grades, the size of the sample is 64. You can also make a sample for your project. The original data set has 120 numbers. You need to select 30 of them. First click the button Data, then Data Analytics. If there is no such a button, you need to download an add-in to your Excel. See the link in the description. Then select the option Sampling in the Data Analysis dialog and click OK. In the sampling dialog, indicate the position of the original data. It is cells from B2 to B121. Indicate how many numbers you need for a sample, for example, 30, and click OK. You will see 30 numbers randomly selected from the original data. To build the graph, select the column and click the Insert button and Recommended Chart button. Select the type of chart you like and click OK. You will have the graph of the sample selected by a simple random method.